Hello, hello. I wanted to go over Mythic a little bit more, the combat system, because I'm going to be using it a lot more, especially if I use it with other systems. You know, the Mythic system itself, has its own combat system, and I've spent some time studying it, going over it a bit more. I'm going to play test it a bit. Not going to use this fate chart, though. This is the more general one. You could use this to make things a little bit simpler, but this is the one I'm going to use, which you've seen me use before. This one right here. Basically how it goes is you have your characters, alright, abilities, right? These are the acting ranks, right? That's your character's abilities. So the character I'm going to be using for this demonstration is Rage. Okay, he's my alien bear from another planet, and he's going to be fighting a jackal soldier. Okay, so one of the things that's going to determine the fight is his stats, and I filled out all his stats. This is the point-based system. You can have a freestyle system where it's like, you could be as powerful as you want, but this, I wanted to kind of, make it a little bit more grounded. He has super strength normally. If he gets angry, he gets super strength too. So it's that would be classified as superhuman +2. His agility is exceptional. This is just normal. And Rage could be applied to any one of these, but only one at a time. Alright. Reflex is high. His IQ is high. Intuition above average. Willpower is high. Toughness is superhuman. And if he gets angry, he's superhuman +2. His weakness is he's got low charisma around humans, mostly due to his limited time on Earth. Also, he's hot-tempered. Part side effect of that is his rage power and personality. His rage power and personality, -15 high. I think that has something to do with his acting rank. So his intuition goes down, I would say something like that, or his IQ goes down. Here, activated powers. Super sharp claws, if he uses them, that's awesome. So that could be like a bonus. Rage disguise. Okay. That's just something that he can use when he's trying to be sneaky. Combat. So he's a bit of a martial artist, wrestler, and kind of a sort of boxer. Awesome. So what I do, I add at least a +1 for now, until I figure this out a bit more, to the rank. So if he's already at his strength at superhuman, I'm going to add his strength plus his combat, which is awesome. So that'll act as like a +1 to his rank. Okay. And they give you some NPC worksheets to fill out. So if you come across a villainous NPC, in this case it's the jackal soldier. His strength's above average, so I'm comparing him to like a human. Agility's high, reflex above average, IQ average, intuition average, willpower average, toughness above average. So he's probably tougher than your average human. Okay, so I wonder who's going to win this battle. Really, it's the purpose of kind of showing you just an example. Now, he's going to be unarmed. So if he had his weapon, like his laser gun or his laser rifle, or even a knife, he'd be a little bit more deadly, or especially with the weapon. And so I'm just going to show you the basics. They're out in the grassy field, right? I'll put it this way. And there's Rage. They see each other, and they start to run towards each other to fight. So who goes first? That is determined usually by the situation. Like if maybe the jackal was hiding behind a tree and peeked on Rage, maybe he'd get into initiative. But in this case, they're both coming at each other at the same time. So I'm going to compare their stats to see how to cross-reference it. I'm going to go by agility. Rage's agility is exceptional. The jackal's agility is high. So let's see how that works out on the chart. I'll get to that. Okay, so if we cross-reference, you always go by the acting rank of the character skill. So it's exceptional agility. So he's really he can jump around, dodge things, and I'm gonna lump running in with that, right? And I'm gonna say, okay, that's up against the above average, or no, I think it was high. Yeah, high. So this is the difficulty rank right here. This high, I believe, this is the jackal's soldier. So I'm going to cross-reference Rage's ability of exceptional all the way over here to high. So I have to roll under a 65. Now there might be other factors involved. Say, maybe the hill he's on he's above. He's got the higher ground or something like that. So he's got more momentum, where that would give him a boost of like a +1 to 75. But in this case, it's flat, so I'm going to keep it at 65. These numbers, it's hard for you to see here. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's to help you add or minus the situational modifier. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So let's see who goes first. I'm going to roll under 65. If I roll under 65, I go first. Rage goes first. Boy, he really goes first. 0.6, which is exceptional. Exceptional. So if you look at the numbers, 65, it's under 13. So when it's that low, where's your 65 here? When it's that low, something exceptional happens. So maybe I could say, okay, he not only does he go, but he gets to go again because he has the drop on him, so he gets to go again twice. So I'll say that's the rule for getting a 0.6. Also, I could use the interpretation table to see, oh, what does that mean, and try to modify or interpret that word on the table to see, okay, what also does that mean. Okay, so he's gonna go up, and he's going to go for just a strong punch to the face. He's gonna try to knock him out. And so I look at the stats. Alright, strength is gonna be a factor. Above average strength. Oh, that's not Rage. No, I look at Rage's super. He's got super strength. He's not even angry yet. And I'm going to add his combat. his combat is awesome. Now super is higher than awesome, so I don't think he really needs to use the combat modifier against this enemy. Just I could if I wanted to, but I think superhuman's going to be pretty darn good. And I'm up against his agility, you know, to see if he dodges it, or the reflex. You can use either high, the agility, or the reflex, whichever makes sense, I would assume. So high, the agility is high is right there. However, rage is superhuman, and that's without being mad. So it goes all the way over here. So he's got to get a under a 90 to successfully punch this jackal. Let's see if he does it. I have a feeling he's going to do it. There's still a 10% chance he doesn't do it. Yep, and he does. 65, which is under 90. So he punches him on the wound here. I just for an example, let me get that. If you wanted to do the wound thing, it's stunning. If I rolled really low, it could be lethal, which could kill him by hitting him so hard, but he didn't roll that low. The body area, I would say the jaw. The wound rank, well, we're going to determine that. Wound effect. When to check for healing. So the when to check for healing is kind of, you kind of play it by ear and you interpret it. This is mostly interpreting. Wound rank. So the wound, whenever they ask for rank, okay, you want to go to that chart. So I'd say the rank of that wound is exceptional. That's he hit him hard. So that's exceptional. Okay. So you can mark that down exceptional. That might come into play later. I'm going to ask another question. I'm going to ask if it's a knockout because he hit him so hard. And there's a good chance that he did. So, did he knock the jackal soldier out? Let's see. Again, superhuman. Okay. And that was that wound was high. So, but I'm going to say that's a superhuman. In this case, I would say the difficulty rank. Instead of high, you know, because it's a high wound, I would say the opposite. It would be low. The difficulty rank is low here. Cross reference with the superhuman. So it's like 100% certainty. I don't even really have to roll at that point. He knocked him out. He's that strong. Which makes sense because the jackal is a minion. He beats him up all the time. He gets a drop on him. If he had his weapon, his gun, then it might be a different story. But, yeah, I don't even have to roll. Not even a 94, he still knocks out the jackal soldier. And I already know Rage will get to go again. And so, yeah, it's a knockout. Now, Rage could be up against a whole bunch of different, you know, a whole bunch of jackal soldiers. And they could distract him from a goal. They could team up and add to their acting ranks, making them a little bit more powerful. as opposed to just one lone jackal. So these are the basics. I know there's a lot of things to look at. There's a lot of sheets here. But this fate chart can also be used if you want to keep it even simpler with the regular Mythic chart. And just be like, well, he's got super strength. I'd say it's, you know, at least very likely. And you use the chaos rank to determine, okay, very likely, but it's exceptional, or he's high as far as agility. So very likely with his agility, it is 65 right there. So that's like a 3 difficulty rank versus rage is very likely that he goes first. Using the red die as the first number, 59 under 65. So yeah, he just got him. So it still works the same way. It's just the other chart is a little bit more specific. And, you know, a little bit more made for fighting and combat. So that's just kind of like a sample round. It was real easy. So you get the gist of what I'm going to be doing in the adventure. If Rage comes across an enemy, he might come across somebody that's tougher, or he might come across a whole bunch of different jackal soldiers. And just wanted to go over that, and it helps me as well. The wounds, again, the wounds, you determine, you know, where your character is striking. That's where it's going to hit. Is it lethal strike or stunning? Wound rank is exceptional. So if you're fighting against him still, you would just do that's opposite, which would be low. When to check for healing. Maybe that's kind of subjective. Wound effect. Wound effect is like a stunning, possible knockout. Asleep for 5 minutes. You know. So I'm gonna practice it more. Keep reading the chapter. But the next video I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into making the adventure and going from there. All right, thanks for watching. I know it's been a little while. I'm just trying to determine what I wanted to do next. I got some Advanced Hero Quest cooking. I've been reading some of that, so I'm starting to get that prepared. So, but this is a good one in the meantime. Get a neat little Mythic rage adventure going, and yeah, you can always check out. I also have a comic, Rage #1. You can check out on not on eBay, but Udemy. No, not Udemy. Etsy. On Etsy. So maybe I'll post a link down there if you're curious. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.